If you struggle with sewing down 7x7 closure, 5x5 closure, or 6x6 closure, this video is for you. So in this video, I want to show you how to sew a 7x7 closure to a wig cap to sit flat and seamlessly. So I'm going to first of all pin my closure to my wig cap using pins. For this kind of closure or any kind of closure, pins are your friend, are your assistant. So you can see, maybe you'll be wondering, why am I putting it on this side? It depends on the kind of hairstyle I want to make, which I'm going to insert the end result, the hairstyle I made using this closure at the end of this video. So stay tuned to the end of this video. So I'm putting it by the side. There's a side part hairstyle. You can do center part, but for this tutorial, it's a side part. I'm going to show you how to sew on the wig cap. So if you check very well, there are marks I put on the cap, which are where my ears, the ear part. And if you notice again, you see that the closure line and the cap line are not on the same level. So you have to make the closure come out a little bit, like half an inch above the the wig cap. Then you start sewing. So for the sewing, this first point, this the beginning, the way I'm sewing, as I'm starting to sew it, is the major part, because if you make a mistake here, your wig might get unravel, as time goes on. So you have to secure this part very well, sew it down very well. As I'm showing on this video, I'm sewing and at the same time I'm knotting it. Just watch closely to see how I am sewing it. And as you are sewing it, make sure that the sewing is not far from each other. Make the sewing together, not too far, not too distant from each other. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So as I'm sewing, just watch how I'm pulling the thread. This is another point. Don't neglect this point. This point. As I'm sewing, I'm pulling the thread towards the direction the sewing is coming from. Let me repeat. As I'm sewing, I am pulling the thread. You can see I am pulling the thread with my left hand while sewing with the right hand. I'm pulling the thread towards the direction the thread sewing is coming from. By so you are stretching the wig cap so that it will contain the allowance. To give allowance, yes, for the sewing of the closure. I'll continue to do it this way. Always make sure you pull the thread towards the direction the sewing is coming from, not the sewing is going. I did not say the direction the sewing is going to, but I said the direction the sewing is coming from. See it? And knot it as you are sewing. See what I'm doing? So remember to use your pins. As you can see, as I'm sewing this wear cap closure, I am moving the pins that I used to attach the closure to the wig cap. Make sure you use pins to secure your closure to the wig cap. Once I sew this part, this side to the center, I'm going to hot and go to the next, the other side, and continue from the other side. So at the end of the sewing, they will meet at the center. Make sure you don't skip. Please watch today's ending so you see how to complete or finish the sewing. So now I am starting from the other side the way I did on the other side. I'm starting from this, the edge, that's the edge of the cap and the closure. I'm going to secure that part firmly, tightly to the wig cap, and I start sewing. So once that side is secured properly, I will start sewing. And remember to always drag your sewing thread towards the direction the sewing is coming from. That's towards your own direction, towards you. Yeah. So keep sewing it. Remember, always use your pins. See the way I am sewing it. I'm always pulling it. Just watch how my hands are moving. The left hand is pulling the thread towards the direction the sewing is coming from, while my right hand is making the sewing. As you can see the way I position the thread, by so doing it knots automatically once you sew it. Yes, I know you might be asking, why am I doing the pulling method? When looking at the closure very well, you see that the allowance left for the closure to be sewn on the wig cap is not that much. If care is not taken, it's going to be bumpy and not flat. So the stretching of the sewing thread enables the wig cap to stretch in order to accommodate the closure, in order to expand the allowance made for the closure. Yes. So you see that once I've sewn to some point, you see that that part that looked bumpy at the beginning of the sewing is now flat. Yeah, I will continue like that. And another part you're going to get something like that is at the end, as the middle side, which I'm going to show you how to tackle it. So whenever you come across such thing, you don't need to panic, but you will tackle it like a professional. Okay, so keep on stretching it. See, I'm still stretching okay, let me put it again. As I'm stretching pulling the thread towards the direction the thread sewing is coming from, I am as well stretching the wig cap. Yes, that's the technique there. That's the magic. I'm as well stretching the wig cap in order to accommodate the closure. Now, you notice that one part has a lot of closure falling towards it. See that the allowance I have left on the closure is small to accommodate what is left on the closure to be sewn to the wig cap. So once I start pulling the sewing thread towards the direction the sewing is coming from, it stretches the wig cap, and once it stretches the wig cap, it gives more allowance for the closure. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but just watch how everything is going to balance at the end of this sewing, and the closure will lay flat and smooth. That's what I'm trying to show. So if you don't understand it, you can go back, you can rewind and watch closely again to understand what I did previously. So once I'm done, everything is balanced and flat. At the end of the sewing, I will knot the two threads holding two of the two needles that I use in sewing. I'm going to knot them together to secure the sewing properly. So after the sewing, the next part you're going to do is, this is what the sewing looks like. See how flat and smooth, clean the sewing looks. So the next thing is to turn the wig cap inside out like I'm doing, and make sure you put your fingers are going to guide you while cutting the excess lace underneath excess cap underneath the lace, and voila, your cap is ready. And this is what I'm going to show you what it looks like on my head. This is me wearing it to show you what it looks like. You can go ahead and customize it more, make it more realistic, I mean the edges. So I'm going to attach the picture of the wig I made using this cap. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye bye.